Yo, what is going on, everyone? We're back for some more Platinum Kaizo again today. Last time we were able to beat Rourke with just 2 deaths in that battle. I mean, an unfortunate 2. We planned for a sack. We planned to sack my Spheal. Ended up having to lose Nose Pass as well, which is not terrible. We still have Rhyhorn. And I can get Burmy I can get whatever Burmy we want as well. This box looks really solid going into next split, and this is what we have as well. I'm really happy with the guys we have. Definitely. Let me just set up a couple things really quick. Just want to plug this stream real quick. Hopefully today we're able to get even further. I'm going to try. I don't think we're going to get to Gardenia today. This split seems real tough. But we could probably get pretty far. Maybe through Eterna Forest. I don't know. It depends. But next battle, I guess we'll bring this up. We're on Gardenia split finally. Let me just scroll through here. We've got this Galactic Venus and Luna battle. This is a multi-battle. Yo, what's good, Hunky? Hey, thanks for that. I real appreciate it. I think you probably have. Man, I don't have a good spot for this. This works. I think you probably said something. I don't remember. But yeah, I appreciate it, Goat. Hope you're doing all right yourself. Yeah. Okay. This tag battle is a little bit annoying. We do have Lucas as our tag partner. It'll be this one here. Yo, what's good, Pyro? How you doing? Okay, so they have different natures just depending on if it's Don or Lucas. That's interesting. I wonder why they did that. I mean, it doesn't really matter here. When I got this far before, I saw that Munchlax likes to use Curse a lot and then just sweep one side with Return. How's the run going so far? We beat Rourke last night for just the second time. I made it to Rourke 3 times. Beat him once, wiped once, or I guess we beat him twice, wiped once. And my box looks really strong. I have some really good Pokemon. You can see down here. And I think some of these are going to be really good for the split. But this multi-battle is probably going to kick my butt a little bit. It's just going to be hard to get through because, you know, how multi-battles are. You got to work with your own AI. And every Pokemon that Venus has is just self-destruct. So, yeah, that's going to be tough. That's definitely going to be tough. Luckily, I can over-level this a decent bit. Level cap is 28. I mean, I can definitely at least go to 20 for all these guys. 20 for all these guys should work out well. I want to see versus this Numel. I probably just want to threaten KO early. They do have Tag AI and Baton Pass. Interesting. I wonder why you have that AI flag. The AI flags have been really weird. I haven't understood the AI a ton. Weather AI, status, and risky AI. So risky AI seems that 50% of the time they will go for ancient power. The other times, I mean, they don't like to self-destruct when they're at full HP. So we may be fine even if they do follow me. I would love to have something that would be able to live, though. I mean, I could use Prinplup. Level 20 Primplup, like, Oko's even through Sun. Which will be fine. We live self-destruct, but I don't live self-destruct crit. And they can't do anything with their Pokemon. So I guess it's probably just Prinplup. I click Aqua Cutter. From there, they're going to bring in the Execute versus me. Aurora Beam is not going to get the KO. Aurora Beam's not going to get the KO, but they probably prioritize Sleep Powder. Based on their AI. Yeah, they have status. So first turn... maybe it's just first turn of the battle, not first turn when they come in. I mean, we know 100% that they'll bring out Execute because it's the only Pokemon on their team that has super effective move. So they'll bring that out. And probably Sleep Powder. I guess they could Boom, but I'll live any Boom. I'll also live Mega Drain. Mega Drain's not going to do too much. You are going to outspeed me, though, with Chlorophyll. And if I Aurora Beam you, you're highly likely to Boom later. So is there a Pokemon I can go to that will always be able to eat Boom? I mean, a Coughing will always eat Boom. And Sludge KOs it most of the time. I just don't... obviously, I'm dead to Crit. And Crit Confusion as well, which they will probably go for if they don't Sleep Powder me. What else could we do? I could get Mothim. This Mothim, I don't know how much that would be helping me. What I could do, I guess, is just try to go for the Clefairy side the whole time. And just eat hits. If I Prinplup out, we are up to 20. Like, yes, they can Boom me. The other stuff doesn't do crazy damage. But I guess I also don't do crazy damage to Clefairy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what my best option is here. This is a tough tag battle. Hopefully my partner Munchlax will do a lot of work. I think I probably have to just prioritize knocking out the Numel. So we'll just lead level 20 Prinplup. Let me level it up with my rare candies. I don't have that many. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll always outspeed and get the KO if you don't click follow me, which I don't think you are going to. That should be fine. And then you'll bring in Execute. Let me just candy these people up. Self-destruct, we definitely do not want. You know, I do think that I can get extra candies as well. Let me just grab... I'll grab Zubat, because I assume I'll want this on the team. I'll grab Nidoran as well, just to have with me for now. Here we go. Let's go see what we can do. Let's go Berry. I'm gonna have to teach something Rock Smash here. We can grab some items up here. Let's give something Rock Smash. Rhyhorn, it's fine over Tackle. Yeah, I think honestly it should probably go to Rhyhorn. over tackle there. That works. I know there's a couple items. Flash, that's not helpful for now. Shuckle encounter down here is really cool. Okay, never mind. Machop is cool as well. Big Pearl. I think that's all we can get. I thought there was better stuff down here, honestly. But I know we can go to the Candyman. I guess I never grabbed these. If that repel. That could be nice for a repel manipulator. I never even grabbed this. Man, what was I doing? I'm gonna go down here to this place. Yes. I got my first gym badge stare. I specialize in selling high value commodities. Blah blah blah. It gives me a berry juice and rage candy bar. That's not bad. Oh. So I can buy rare candies, and I can buy honey, and soda pop and lemonade. Okay. How much money do I have? Oh, I have a ton. I have a ton. Let's buy a couple hundred. Man, I can't buy the honey, though. Which honestly is probably fine. Alright, yeah, this should be chilling for now. Right? 300 rare candies. That should be plenty. Anything else I can do? You know, I want to check something really quick. I want to check my Skitty. Poketchko. Okay, so I can get a new encounter. We can get an encounter over here. There's grass, invisible grass, that normally we were blocked off from getting. The encounters, let me check here. In Jubilife City, we could get Grimer, Meowth, Ekans, Spoink, Rattata, Voltorb, Glameow. It looks like nothing crazy, but an encounter is an encounter. Spoink, okay. Honestly, this could be really cool. Snore. Yeah, I'll take it. It seems strong enough. Definitely seems solid. I think I also get something here. Yeah, we get the Everstone. I don't know if this does anything. Doesn't look like it. Is there an item up here or anything? No. I thought they might hide something. There's a house over here. I'll check it out. Okay, buddy. Okay, nothing down here. So let me run. Get me out of here. So many wild Pokemon. Jeez. Okay. That's a solid encounter. Let me check the IVs and everything. It could be helpful. Spoink. Docile nature. And IVs. High attack, which is not helpful. Untempo's cool. Magicoat actually is really cool. Magicoat's really cool. Because all hazards are like priority and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I think that's awesome. Yep, Grottle thumbnail. Because we are potentially getting to Gardenia today. We'll see. How are you doing offline? How's your stream? I didn't get to catch the back half of it. Got home and immediately went to Costco. Alright, let's look back at this tag battle. This tag is tough. Because, I mean, it's probably just Prinplup lead. For sure. Oh, I didn't even realize that the sources for the chat box are completely different. Let me make you bigger and put you over here. It should be fine, something like that. Yeah, something like that, similar enough. But if we Aqua Cut or Numel, it's good. Lost to Rocks, but it was the furthest time we had. Dang, it's tough. If we Aqua Cutter into Numel, they're gonna bring out Execute, and it's just me Chlorophyll, and it could be really scary. Obviously, they can follow me as well. I think they're a lot more likely to go for Light Screen or Protect on turn 1. I wonder why you have Baton Pass AI. Yeah, that feels weird. So, I guess what I was cooking already is Prinplup versus Numel if we're like level 20. So let me refresh the calc. It says update available. If we have our Prinplup versus Numel at level 20, we always Oko, even through Sun. And then they bring out this guy. They see probably just Sleep Powder onto me, I would assume. You do have status AI flag. That says on the first turn of battle, they prioritize setup and status moves. So you still can definitely boom on me. Don't want that to happen. That would suck. But we're not dead unless they crit. I could just stay in an Aurora Beam. And it would be a slow Aurora Beam. So, I mean, honestly, that would suck if they Sleep Powder, though. What if I go Cacnea? I mean, Boom sucks. I knock them out easily with Leech Life. I wonder... Evolutions, Cacnea. Level up at 28. So we get it at the end of the split, but not quite yet. But Cacnea, I mean, honestly, might be my best bet. Because I can switch it on the Sleep Powder. But I'm dead to Boom crit again. But if you Mega Drain into Boom, I live with no crits. Even if you crit Mega Drain, I'll live. And then I can just Leech Life. Yeah. That might be the option. It also could be evolving into Mothim. You know, let me evolve. I'm pretty sure this evolves at 16. I just got a bajillion rare candies, so I can evolve these guys. I guess I'll just have to check if there's a delay or not. Whatever. I'll just level up everyone so I can put it in the calc. Yeah, we'll go Whismer. Yeah, let's just go to 20 on these guys. I don't know when you evolve to Exploud. I guess it's right now. Exploud is cool. Bite. I think it's probably better than Astonish. Mime Jr., you get Mimic. I'm gonna do it over Double Slap. And then I think it doesn't really matter what type we are. I'll just get Mothim. We get U-turn, which is important. Psybeam as well. And I don't think we ever really need Camouflage. I'm too frail to really take advantage of it. Fire Punch. Yes, please. I know it's buffed in this game too. You get Feint Attack as well. I'm not using Confuse Ray. Zubat. Are you going to evolve here? Steel Wing is cool. Over Supersonic. Not quite an evolution. We get Nidorina. I can get Nidoqueen if I really wanted to. We get Dig now. That's awesome. Let me save and put this in the calc. Export this. All right, let me just clear this out. Okay, versus Numel, I just do my Prinplup stuff, obviously. That makes sense. They go out into Execute. What could I do? I could go... I mean, Mothim doesn't die to regular self-destruct, but if they do end up clicking Mega Drain on the switch, then I can die afterwards. So it's probably not going to work out. Cacnea, like I said, is dead to crit self-destruct if they do end up getting the AI to go for it. I don't think they will be incentivized to go for it. I've seen that it's a 2% for full HP AI to go for it, self-destruct. But Cacnea is a really good Pokemon, so I would love to keep it around. Exploud would like live, but doesn't do nearly enough. Zubat dies to self-destruct and doesn't even knock out Leech Life. Nidorina does KO with Sludge. I mean, I can't, like, they're gonna Sleep Powder me, is the issue, though. That's what I'm worried about. I mean, what if I go Cacnea, and then it's always gonna be Confusion or Self-Destruct? It'll be Confusion or Self-Destruct. I could pivot through stuff to get myself in a solid position. I don't know. Because I don't think I have anything in my box that just outspeeds 44 speed. No, I do Magby, actually. Oh, okay. I mean, it would have to be me baiting Mega Drain 100%. Wow. I don't think I can ever bait that without potentially baiting Sleep Powder. You know what I could do is I could pre-sleep my Pokemon. And if I pre-sleep my Pokemon, then Sleep Powder is not going to matter. So I could go... What, a Mothim. But Mothim, if they Mega Drain me. What if I go level 21? I can go level 21 on Mothim. It does just worry me a little bit about them, about their Super Clefairy. But I always U-turn. It's not gonna, like... I guess it would still matter. Like, if they boom on me, it's okay. Clefairy, I'm faster than... But if it follows me, I can switch out, and they will always click Confusion or Boom. So I can go Rhyhorn. And then after that, we always bait Mega Drain. So I can at least play around that a little bit. I'll bait Mega Drain back out. into Mothim, which will take nothing. Okay. Let's do that. We're going to put Mothim to 21. We're going to do Prinplup lead. We're going to work in Mothim. I'm going to bring Rhyhorn. What else? What's next? If I knock you out with U-turn, their switch AI is going to come in after I choose what I want to do. But, I was going to say, if I go Rhyhorn, then they don't really have a good option to me. I have to go 23 for that. I could go level 21. Oh, they're Focus Sash anyways on their Stunky. But Stunky can't do anything to Rhyhorn. And neither can this guy. Okay. I think I do level 21 Rhyhorn. Level 21's honestly fine across the board. No matter what. Then, looking at the other side, they have their Shuppet. Shuppet, I guess Loudred is fine for. Oh yeah, I'm Scrappy. I didn't even think about that. So I can play around the Destiny Bond. I'm faster. I can just like click pound into bite. Into the Beldum. I'm also like pretty fine. They can't do that much. If they IDEF into me, that could be slightly annoying. But at +2, they are always dead. If they end up getting +4, they're not always dead, but I never died a crit. So I'll bring Magby. And then something for this guy. I mean, I could go Nidorina. It's not great. Prinplup can honestly definitely work versus it. Cacnea, no. Coughing could do work. Okay. So bring Loudred. For sure. And last mon is... I'll just do Nidorina, I think. I'll do Nidorina here. This should be fine. I could give the Berry since I never used it before. I think I'm going to take my risks on them booming and critting me. I think we're going to be okay here. The tag is obviously not fun. But if I get the Execute and the Numel out of the way early, then Rhyhorn and Coughing, they just kind of sit in there. Yeah, this should be fine. Let's go for it. Prinplup is in the lead. I always get the Oko turn 1. I think they should always click Light Screen, which my team doesn't care about. Aqua Cutter and Numel. Yep, beautiful. They die. They do Light Screen, like I expected. That's that status AI. As they curse, that's fine. And they do bring an Execute. Perfectly baited. I'm going to go Mothim. I didn't pre-sleep. I mean, it's fine. I'm going to go Mothim anyways. They protect Clefairy, beautiful. And they do Sleep Powder, but they miss as Munchlax gets another curse off. So they do see a sleep on me here. I'm just going to attempt to U-turn, Execute. They follow me and Sleep Powder, but they die. And Shuppet comes out. They definitely could boom here. They definitely could boom. I think I'm free to go Rhyhorn. Because always confusion or boom. I'm going to do that. They do Sleep Powder and they Safeguard. That sucks. I mean, now it should always be Mega Drain. Yep, Mega Drain. And Destiny Bond. Sun is still here. Light Screen's gone. I'm going to attempt a U-turn, I think. I don't think you're booming. We live. Do you attack me or the Munchlax? You Destiny Bond. Beautiful. Oh, man. Okay. Awesome. Whew. And we bait out Stunky. I didn't even bring Coughing. Why did I not bring Coughing? I mean, I just go out to Horny here. We get Sneaked and Flamethrowered. And I just get this dig off. I don't think I'm dead to double crit. They Flamethrower. They wake up, and Stunky goes down. Okay, Coughing is here. I should be fine to just Rock Throw into Coughing. Take out that side. They're going to Fire Punch the Shuppet. And Beldum comes in now. This is where I should always go Ducky Momo. And I can one-shot Beldum next turn. We get poisoned as they sing. Beautiful. Yeah, that's honestly great. I'm just going to Fire Punch Beldum. That dies. Safeguard is cool. And Nose Pass comes out. I'm going to bring back out Prinplup here. So they take a return. Okay, that's fine. Swablu goes down. They get Turtwig out. I think I just Aqua Cutter in the Coughing to take it out. And we don't quite take him out, but this is fine. Yeah, we just Aqua Cutter forever. Yep, they die on this turn. Beautiful tag battle. Absolutely beautiful tag battle. That worked out perfectly. I mean, it didn't because we got boomed on. But you know, it was fine for not pre-sleeping my people. I think if I pre-slept there, I was in such a better position. I'm fine. Okay, do we need to do anything else before this? Once we leave Twin Leaf, or once we leave Jubilife here, we can't come back. So I guess we're just prepping for the next battle. The next one is a gauntlet of 3 trainers. 3 mostly grass trainers. This is a double battle. I didn't have any issue with this the first time around, but could definitely be an issue. Okay. And I wish both these things fit in the same screen. What if I did this? And then drag this over where I want it to be. No, it's not really how I want it to be. It's annoying, but this is fine. So they have Shroomish, Pachirisu, Poliwag, and Krogunk. So into Shroomish, I think I can probably just lead Magby and Fire Punch you. Don't always get the KO. And on the odd chance that we don't get the KO, it's really bad. Level 21 Mothim always does it. So I can Mothim, which should be fine. Yeah, Mothim's 21 already. Beautiful. After that, they are going to see The only Pokemon with a super effective move is Pachirisu. So it will go Pachirisu as long as I leech life. Pachirisu, I guess it's a double battle. So it's going to be a Shroomish plus Pachirisu. Never mind, I'm being a little bit stupid. That changes things a little bit. I was playing this like it was a single battle, which would have been super easy. How much does Mothim do with U-turn? It always would take it out. I'm getting outsped by Pachirisu, and I died to crit, unfortunately. I mean, I do have... What Pokemon does Skitty have? Oh, Skitty has Fake Out. So what I could do is I could do Fake Out. Like, assuming I get Skitty up to level 20. I click Fake Out into their Shroomish. And then I use like a Rhyhorn. Knock out the Pachirisu. Oh my goodness. How does Pachirisu take no damage to Rhyhorn Dig? What? Guess that's not working out. Jeez. That is way more bulky than I expected. So probably give up on beating Pachirisu. What if we just lead with our Cacnea? They can Rain Dance all they want versus me. I kind of just like leech life into them over and over. You know, Magby is also fine here. What I can do is I can Fire Punch into the guy. If I Fire Punch, I'll be at level 21, I assume. Fire Punch has a 90% chance to KO. So I'll double target. Yeah, I always double target with Cacnea plus Magby into the Shroomish to just keep rain from going up, put me in a better spot. If they do end up clicking follow me, then I'll do 43 plus something. I mean, I'll click dig. I mean, one crit would do it. But we're not getting a crit most of the time here. I mean, so they'd either get up a Rain Dance or Spore. What's your AI? It doesn't have Weather AI. Just Tag AI. So I'm not going to be able to knock out the Pachirisu there. If they go for follow me. But if they follow me, I'll be able to knock them out on the next following turn. I'll be able to get at least one kill. This is not good. Not a great line. I still think Cacnea leads perfectly fine. Mothim is slower than Pachirisu. I mean, I could go Loudred. They're just not that strong. What about Nidorina? And Nidorina takes no damage. So Nidorina can honestly just kind of target down Pachirisu. Or, I mean, I can Sludge into Shroomish. I do outspeed. So Sludge plus Shroomish. I don't know. How about I just click dig into Pachirisu? I'll click dig into Pachirisu. I'll make it work because Cacnea plus Nidorina can never really lose to those first two Pokemon. I'll put him at 21 as well. Needle Arm, whoa. 80 attack, that's strong. Did I get rid of Mega Drain? I think so, for sure. 80 Needle Arm is really strong. Needle Arm. Needle Arm at 21 is doing a good chunk. Okay. Yeah, I might as well click that. I'll click Needle Arm and I will Sludge. I'm never getting the KO with Sludge, unfortunately, just because I have one special attack IV. But I think it's most likely to just Spore me. I guess if it Spores me, I'm not quite as fast on Cacnea as I'd like to be. Maybe I just double into Shroomish. Yeah, I think I'll double into Shroomish. But I'll also give myself wherever that stupid Quick Claw is. I'll give Cacnea the Quick Claw just because I can get that proc off early and I don't have to worry about sleep. But Pachirisu's not really a big threat, I don't think. If they don't get anything up, I mean, what would they go out to next? They do see Mud Bomb hitting super effective on my Nidorina. And that's the only super effective. No, they have Poison Sting as well for Cacnea. So they would see your type is neutral, or it's worse against Cacnea. Where your type is better against Cacnea, and your type is bad against... Both types are bad into Nidorina. I think that means that they'll bring out Poliwag. I do think they'll bring out Poliwag, which can do nothing to me. I think I just switch out to Mothim, probably. If a rain happens to be up, I still live a Surf. I guess Pachirisu will be alive at this point, so maybe that's not the play. What about going Loudred? Even if rain's up, if I'm level 21, I do die to 1 crit potentially. I think it's probably Loudred. We're not going to die to crit. And that's only if they end up getting rain up. If they get rain up, then that means Pachirisu is dead. In my eyes. So then we should be okay anyways. Mothim for sure comes because it destroys the Krogunk. For sure. And it probably destroys the other Pokemon here. So that means I have 2 spots between Ducky Momo here and my little Piplup, or Prinplup at this point. What about the other battles? I think this one should be okay. Next Gauntlet battle is just a ton of bugs. Spinarak doesn't... if I'm level 21, it's 50% chance to OHKO. 22 if we get there, it's 94%. You can T-Spike all you want. I actually don't care. Yeah, we just Psybeam you. And then afterwards, you will bring out your rollout Pokemon, I'm assuming. And that's the only super effective damage you have. So you would always switch out to Ladybug, which gets completely walled by Rhyhorn. I mean, what if I just led Rhyhorn? It still lets you get that up. And you have Dig in the back, and you have a stupid Aqua Jetting Pokemon. What if I had Zubat? I guess. When does Zubat evolve? At 22, so I could get Golbat right now at 22, actually. That would probably cook this fight. Let's evolve that. Bite. I want to take it, but I don't think I can. I know, like, obviously Poison Sting's not very good, but it's poison. I think I want to keep the Poison Stab, and then we'll get Golbat here. So my Golbat, I'll just get the stats. Let's export, and then we'll import. Should be at the bottom, yes. Golbat 22. Beautiful. Okay. Golbat will OHKO. They'll bring out rollout.deck, which will get OHKO'd. I don't OHKO you, but you don't do anything back to me. Don't OHKO you. You also don't do anything back to me except for sleep powdering. I guess you could go out to this. You probably would go out to the second. And I can potentially get sleep powder. I don't think that's that big of a deal. Honestly, I probably just sweep through with Golbat on this guy. And then I just need one Pokemon for Corphish. And if I have Cacnea, I mean, they X's are me. Prinplup does not deal with it well. Mothim, if they get +1 speed, they are outspeeding me unless I'm leveled up. And if they're +1 attack, Aqua Jet crit. Aqua Jet crit has one roll that KOs. If I'm 22, I'm always fine to that. If they end up going for +1 and then jetting me, I get a U-turn off. Yeah, I'll get my U-turn off after they jet me at +1. And I will go out to... Well, I mean, is it just like Delcatty? Oh, so, I mean, I guess it could be Prinplup. I just don't have any good move for you. Like, I have to double slap you twice. And I'll get outsped, and double crit does me in. Double crit's kind of fake, but... I don't know, Loudred. I guess after U-turn chip, I think this will do it. Does U-turn do 30? U-turn does 30 min, so I can go Loudred. So if Mothim is 22, Loudred is 21. I can uproar them. Yeah, you're 21. You're going to need to be 22. That should be fine for this trainer. Next one is Sun. But if I just bring my Golbat, I get free KO there. That would die. That would not die. So Oddish would live. Nothing has super effective hit on me, though, so they would just go down the line, I believe. And Bellsprout has like best type matchup enemy, which dies. Then they would at least go down the line. So I'd get stuck at Oddish as they sleep powder me or Sunny Day. No matter what, I honestly just stay in and I beat the rest of their team. There's probably like a spoon in there or something. It's fine. I think this is the only 5 Pokemon I need here. Golbat, I mean, really just clears. I am going to bring Rhyhorn. I think this will be good for the Gauntlet. The scariest battle is going to be this first double battle, obviously. Kate, do not go digging in there. Alright, I'm exporting my team. That's what I was doing. I think we should be okay here. It's been clean so far today. Clear my boxes. I wish it just pulled in my party up to the top. It's annoying that it doesn't. I mean, I guess my party is here. But I have to drag it over here, which is just a little bit annoying. Okay, first Pokemon in the Gauntlet. Our first team. I just double into Shroomish. And I don't think that there's any real world that they can get up their reign. That's how it works in my head. You know, while we're here, we can grab some items. I think this is a Rock Tomb TM. Yes, it is, right? Yes, okay. So get an extra one of those if I need it. And then I don't remember what this is at all. So many encounters, man. Water Pulse TM. That's a solid TM. Definitely don't need it for this Gauntlet. But here we are. Let's just send it here. Okay, Shroomish plus Pachirisu. This is just double into it. I'm just going to Leech Life. We do get the Leech Life off. And they Thunder Shock. Beautiful. So Krogunk comes out now. They see... I mean, they do have Fake Out, which is fine. I don't mind that at all. I should just be able to dig with Nidorina. I could go for Pachirisu or Krogunk here. I'm going to go with this. They're never clicking... Never clicking Electric Move here. They Fake Out into the Spy Swap, unfortunately. I don't think I can ever die, even to crit on this. Yeah, I think this should be fine. Let me just run my calcs a little bit. Thundershock, crit never KOs my Mothim. So I could always U-turn out here, but I think the play is just hard swap in Rhyhorn. I guess if they Focus Punch, there's no way you Focus Punch me. You know what? There is absolutely no way that they Focus Punch me here. But I will dig into the Krogunk spot as I hard swap out. They do Thunder Shock. I get the dig off, and they Poison Sting. Beautiful. So now I get another dig off on Krogunk as I swap. Let me see. Let me see 100% what goes on here. Krogunk is slower than my Nidorina, so I can always get the dig off and KO. Pachirisu, if they crit me here, I do think I'm dead to crit Thundershock. Unfortunately. I think that's just kind of the way it goes, though. Yeah. You just follow me, which is fine. Vacuum Wave does nothing. Pachirisu dies. Now, Poliwag comes out. I probably have to double swap here. I'm going to go out to Golbat here. We take a Vacuum Wave and a Surf. Now from here, in front of these two, the Krogunk is very damaged. I can always knock that out with Golbat. And then Poliwag, I mean, just gets Needle Armed and dies. Yeah, Wing Attack, easy. They Surf me, that's fine. Okay, beautiful. Twins are down. Those guys were scary. Just potion up here. I think Golbat should be able to solo the second battle, basically. Is what we found. Next trainer. Yeah, I mean, I get a KO on the first Pokemon. They should bring out what I assume is going to be Ladybug. I assume it should be Ladybug. If it's other guy, it's honestly still probably fine, and I just attack through it. Oh, I forgot about Intimidate. Maybe I don't get the KO. We don't. That's fine. As they get their T-Spike up now. Okay, Ladybug comes out. This Pokemon does nothing to me. And then Venonat comes out, which is expected. I still just Wing Attack. That's you Psybeam me. I'm at 30 now. Venonat, they can kill with 1 crit. This is not going how I anticipated. I think I can go Moth him, though. I don't think you ever Sleep Powder here. Okay, never mind. I'm just going to attempt to Leech Life. Supersonic me. Psybeam does nothing. Okay, come on. Okay. And I probably get Psybeamed here on the swap. But it can never kill me. I'm going to pick up the spikes as they Sleep Powder. Now, this is always going to be Psybeam. This is not great. This is actually really not good. I have to be more careful here. Venonat versus Cacnea. Bug Bite can kill with a crit. I'm just going to go Rhyhorn. We dodge Supersonic. They do hit a Sleep Powder. Okay, beautiful. Okay, that works. Nincada comes out. That's surprising. I guess it's a 4-time super effective glitch. Never mind. It's not not surprising. Should just be able to bite through this guy. Maybe Rock Throw. Rock Throw is actually just slightly better. Okay, we always live that crit at least. Now this is a random move. Golbat, I don't think dies to crit unless they 5-hit crit. Then I always outspeed. But then that baits random move. What if I go Loudred here? Loudred takes a decent bit. I can click Uproar, which is scary. I'll make the Golbat play. We take a Bug Bite. I'm at 27. And now I always outspeed and kill. Okay. Corphish is out now. I am at 27 here. I'm dead to crit Jet. I really think you're likely to Dragon Dance here. But I'm pretty sure I have to go Loudred. You do Dragon Dance. That sucks. So you're +1/+1. You can never knock you out with one hit, but I always live 2 no matter what. I mean, I could just click Growl. Honestly, is not a bad play. Because I keep you in check. They're going to jet me and they crit. Now they're neutral. I'm going to have to make this play. We take a jet. I have to Needle Arm. We get the Quick Claw. Shoot. I just straight up died a jet here. Or to X-Scissor. On my Cacnea. I should just click Pound. And neutral? They can't knock out Golbat without a crit. So I think we'll be safe. What if I go out to... I think I can go out to Nidorina. And just try to bait Wake Up. They jet me. Jet me. Come on. Yes! Okay. Whew. Okay, you clutched up your life by waking up there. Let me Super Potion a couple of these guys. I have a limited amount of potions because I did not buy more. I'll do that in the next city. That was tough. Okay, that's all my potions. Next battle, I think this is another just Golbat sweeps right through it. And by another, I mean that one definitely was not Golbat sweeps right through it, but this one should be. Swing attack, you get up a spike, that's fine. Cherubi, that dies. Hoppip, that also dies. Bellsprout, that dies. Okay. They put all the Pokemon in front of me that died. They acid me, that's fine. Special defense is in half. I'll make a swap. Okay. There we go. Pretty easy there. We get through this gauntlet. Bullet Seed. Okay. So this is tied with my furthest run at this point. This is good. Wonder what you have up here. Oh, nothing. Never mind. But now my Pokemon are full up. What is next? What is next? Looking at the calcs, next trainer is these Galactic Grunts that are in Floroma Meadow. There's a back-to-back. Let's prep this back-to-back and then run it. Let me do this. Yes, perfect. Okay. Back-to-back. Fake out Glameow. I need a lead that does not lose to Trapinch in the back. So I have to keep that in mind because they have Arena Trap and it's back-to-back. They also have a Shadow Tag, why not, with Counter Miracle Encore Destiny Bond. That's going to be a pain. I mean, I can use... If I bring in... If I use Coughing to take out Glameow, they should always switch AI into why not, and then I can Toxic. And click Smokescreen, I think we have, right? Yeah, I can just Toxic and then Smokescreen it down. So that is probably the play that I have in mind. Coughing, I'll be like 22. Yeah, I 2-shot with Sludge. You can obviously Hypnosis me, which would be annoying. Yeah, that would be really annoying. I guess, do I have any way around that? You always get U-turn and you might even die. I have inner focus on my Golbat. I don't think that's doing much. Nidorina could double kick, I guess. But then into why not? I mean, I'd probably be fine. Maybe. If anything that actually just one-shots, why not? I do with Mothim. Golbat does not, but it does a ton. What else has a shot to one-shot? Okay, I think I probably just have to chain it with Mothim then. Unfortunately, we don't have the speed advantage here, though. If I had the speed advantage, this would be easy. I just click Leech Life twice. Or I'd click it 3 times. I'd honestly just Leech Life through your whole dang team, man. But a Mothim lead would be really good. Maybe let's start with this Trapinch. Trapinch, I could one-shot with Cacnea or with Prinplup. I think those are the 2 best Pokemon, or I could use my Flyers. I don't care that much. But I'll have to switch something into Rock Slide. So I think we're going to have to lead either Prinplup or... Yeah. Okay, if we lead Prinplup and you end up clicking U-turn, do any of your Pokemon have super effective move? None of them do. The type matchup, water is not good, so they wouldn't bring in water. So they just bring in the next one in line. So they'd bring in Why Not. Can I get past Why Not? I don't think I can easily. On the other hand, I can get crit with Cacnea. I mean, what I could do... Oh, I guess also Coughing works as a lead. Like I was alluding to earlier. Where I just Sludge. You know, if I get up to level 22, then I live more often. And then Why Not comes in and I beat that Pokemon. Then I think they'd bring in Staryu. And on Staryu, I mean, I should be fine to always go Needle Arm guy. Which brings in you to click Poison Fang. And I just have a Golbat for you. I like that idea. But the Coughing is just a little bit scary. I do think it's probably my best bet. So we want Coughing plus Golbat plus Cacnea for sure. And I might grab these Pokemon back out. How can I find a safe ROM to download of this? If you join the Kaizo Discord, which I can link for you if you'd like. If you join that, then there's a patch in there. If you want to download, you have to download a ROM of Pokemon Platinum and then use a patcher, which you can just find online. Like literally just like patch X Delta patcher. This, if you find this, you can just put in your ROM in here. Where did I find my ROM? Honestly, I'm probably not even allowed to show that. But if you just do a couple Google searches, you can find it. And they do mention it in the Discord. Let me... Give me 1 second. Oh, I was just going to open up the YouTube of it. Of this. And send it to you here. Go in that Discord. That Discord will be helpful. All right. Where was I here? Yeah, I got you, man. Scroopy has focus bands. I don't think that should be an issue. Anything else that's an issue here? Like berry juice, why not's not an issue. Bright powder Staryu is annoying, but should be fine. Yeah. This is chilling. So we just use coughing. Plus you. Yeah. And then Trapinch will come out. Trapinch is next, and it'll be in front of my level 22 coughing. They'll see highest damage is rock slides. They should always go for that. I mean, I can just Psybeam through them, really? I mean, they have a berry juice. I mean, they will never bug bite. So I could just go hard out to Cacnea. You know, it's honestly just safer to bring Prinplup, though. Yeah, I'll just bring Prinplup. And even at 20, Prinplup does it. Prinplup. I do Prinplup, of course. Then versus Prinplup, they'll bring out their Paris. Right? That is the only one super effective attack on me, so they'll bring out Paris for sure. They will Seed Bomb or Spore. Spore could be an issue. But I think I should be fine to just go back out to Golbat. Golbat will be healthy enough. Golbat should be healthy enough for sure to take this on and just wing attack you. Then you'll bring in Drowsy, which can click Confusion as your best option. I mean, I could bring Skitty along, or you could also Hypnosis into me. I think Mothim would be fine into that. Last up, they would bring out their Tentacool. And I just Leech Life that. We're Tinted Lens, which is crazy. I think this will be cool. I'll bring Loudred in the back. It seems like it could be solid into a lot of that stuff. I don't need an extra Pokemon here, though. Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace is cool. I'll get rid of Double Slap. I'll get you up to 22. Might as well get these guys up to 22 as well, just to be safe. So this should be safe for the back-to-back. I could pre-sleep. Let's pre-sleep all my guys. Damaging and catching. Status conditions. Sleep. I'm not sure if this is what I wanted. I don't know if this is what I wanted at all. We'll not worry about this. I'll just go for it. Let me just clear my boxes and everything. Okay, Glameow will lead coughing 22. And I'll just sludge twice, and we should be chilling from there. Before we go into this, though, I want to check around the city a little bit. I wonder if we can get berries. Obviously, there are no berries right there, but... Give me raspberries. I can trade in berries there. No berries or anything here? You give me a spray duck. I wonder, I could also look up the items on their documents. Items, no, not in there. Where's the item document? I thought it would be on the master doc. Just give me 1 second as I look through here. I guess I'll pull up the Discord. Yeah, there is an items document. So 218, blah, 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 203, Orbergate, Orberg City, Orberg Mine. Already got all that stuff. We're in Floroma Town. So I get the Spray Duck, the Poffenberries. I can get the TM for Pluck and the TM for Aurora Beam. So I might as well do that. Definitely. So it says, I'll just bring this up on screen here in case you guys are playing along. Looks like Aurora Beam's back here. What? No, behind house to the left of Berry Shop. I can get an encounter here. I did not know that. Okay. Well, we get a Cascoon. That's cool. I'm surprised. I did not know there were encounters here. Brother, stay in the ball. Get in the ball. Just get in the ball, bro. I'm gonna throw a great ball. I'm gonna throw all my great balls at you. Come on. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna click pound. Okay, now you're gonna stay in the ball. Yes, you are. Okay, beautiful. I did not know that these were encounters, but that's cool. Let's check it out. Floroma Town, Shedskin. IVs are fine, I suppose. I have to heal here. Okay. Which house? Was it behind this house? Okay, we're not going to deal with any more of these guys. Bro, I do not see this item. Oh, it's right here. I'm a little dense for that. And then I think you said a little girl gives you pluck. Yes, beautiful. Awesome. Okay, and those are all the items I saw for Floroma. And then Floroma Meadow, we can get a couple of things. Oh, they actually give us berries. That's cool. Okay. Let's send it on these Galactic Grunts. It's not going to be an easy battle, but it should be a good one. All right. Never mind. We're not ready for that yet. I think we probably need to talk to you. And then we go back. Yes, there we go. Okay, Floroma Meadow. Let's do it. All right. Glameow. I'm just going to attempt to click Sludge. You do Hypnosis me. And Aerial Ace spam. You do hit another one. I'm never dead to crit here. Beautiful. Why Not comes out. I just click Toxic. You counter. I'm just going to smoke screen until you die. I'll click Toxic now just in case you Encore. Yeah, this is fine. Scorpy comes out now. Is this what I expected to come out? Do we expect Scorpy to come out here? Yeah, this is not that surprising. We are going Golbat. Oh, Pursuit. Shoot. Pursuit. They do see Pursuit kill, I'm pretty sure. They see Pursuit kill every time. I think they have to Pursuit. Don't they? Shoot. But it only actually kills on one roll. No, it's extra power when I swap. Shoot. Ah, we lose coughing. I should have just given him a berry. I should have given him orange berry. Dang it. That sucks. That is so bad, actually. Go Cacnea. We miss. Come on, we just gotta hit one. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, I cannot believe I threw like that. I forgot about Pursuit totally. The Tentacool comes out. I don't know why I didn't. Oh, because I was expecting to just switch to Prinplup. This works, I guess. Oh, I'm so frustrated with myself. Acid crit can knock us out here. You're always faster. I assume you always Acid. I guess you could Confuse Ray. I'm just going to go out here. You Acid. Let's wing attack. You Confuse Ray now. Easy swap for me. Ow. We do outspeed Tentacool, though. Okay. You go Drowsy, which I think dies to leech life, and we outspeed. And then Perish should also die. Yeah. Man. Oh, I forgot about Focus Band. Focus Ash, I mean. That is a tough death. Oh, I am stupid for doing that. Yeah, I mean, I had a berry, right? Well, now I get a bunch of berries. No, I didn't have an orange berry, actually. I still could have played that better. Bye, honey. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. I can get another encounter up here. Yeah, I'm definitely upset with myself about that. But I'm gonna check the encounters here. I could go for Honey Tree for sure. It's Caterpie, Cricketop, Burmy, Wurmple, Weedle, Combee. Special honey trees, Worminam or Mothim. Well, that's species, so that's not gonna do anything for me. Might as well just get wild. Whoa, they changed the encounter sheet. Okay, in Floroma Meadow, bro, where is Floroma Meadow? Bro, where is Meadow on here? Why is it all a million, like level 1,000,000 Pokemon? I'm a little bit confused. Maybe I can't get anything in the grass up here, which would force me to Honey Tree. Yeah, okay. I need to be up north to get it. So this has got to be Honey Tree. Combee. It's female as well. That's fine. This is a good encounter, I think. It's probably pretty good for the split. I'm running a little bit low on balls. I'll swap out here. I want to kill it. Just stay in. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I think that's a solid encounter. Cannot believe I sacked my coughing, though. That's a sad loss. I'm going to get another encounter, I guess, here in Valley Windworks. And I could fish for another one. Let's check you. Florma Meadow. Mild. And stats are mid. Nice speed, at least. Let's go grab our encounter. Wrong building. Yeah, those aren't encounter grasses. Valley Windworks. What do we want to get here? Spearow, Hoppip, Natu, Wingull, Pachirisu, Pichu, Farfetch, Swablu, Doduo, Electrike. Probably get Zubat, Hoot Hoot since we're here at night. Or I could fish for 90% Carvana. We could also get... That's even higher than that. We can also get Chinchu or Totodile. Honestly, those sound pretty solid, but Farfetch sounds really good. Wingull sounds great. Spearow can be really good at this level, I think. Pachirisu, Pichu. I mean, honestly, these encounters sound really good outside of, like, Natu or Hoot Hoot. Hoot Hoot might even be good. Let's take this. Farfetch'd, beautiful. I don't want to get cooked by this. I guess I never got my extra balls, man. Focus energy. Poison jab. There's a crit. Brick break, that does nothing. Beautiful. False swipe is fine. I can actually definitely like poison sting you. I'm gonna do it again. Crit me again. I'm gonna go for this Ultra Ball. I don't want to lose this. I don't want to lose Loudred here. I'm definitely probably dead to crit brick break, but this is such a good encounter. This is like the worst Pokemon on my team. Let's go. Let's go. I did not think that was going to work out. That is a huge encounter. Was that Leak as well? It is Leak. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, boost your critical ratio. We will take that for sure. What an encounter. I'm so glad we actually got it. Serious Nature's fine. Oof, look at those IVs, too. I mean, attack is the lowest, but, I mean, great around the board. Nice. Yeah, super high crit rate with that stuff, man. That is great. Slash. Don't mind if I do. Aerial Ace. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of Focus Energy. I'm never clicking it. Oh, that is awesome. Okay. That is great. That's awesome. Next up, we are fighting in Valley Windworks. All double battles against all these Galactic people. We have 3 double battles before we get to Mars. The first one is here. This is what we wiped on last time. I accidentally fought them before Valley Windworks people. This will most likely go for their +1 Tailwind on turn 1, which is annoying. I can definitely push a little bit higher if I need to. Right now, I have everyone at 22 or 23. I'm going to level up my entire box to this level. I think it's time I get everyone in on the action. I will take a look to make sure there's nothing that I want to delay or anything, though. Wobats. And then Mr. Mime. Let me look at all these Pokemon. I'm assuming that Combi, it just has a honey. In here. Level up movesets. Mime Jr. I don't even know when you evolve. 25 to Mr. Mime. So we're fine. You have Barrier Teleport at 22. Teleport's +1 priority, and this is just cool, I guess. But that can go to 22 easily. Then we have Magby, which evolves at 30, so we're fine there as well. We have Feint Attack at 19. We already got that. Chill. And we have Combi, which will evolve at 21 as a female. Weird. But we're female, so it should go at 21. You will not learn anything. That's crazy. Do you get anything on 21? No. Okay. I mean, we'll at least evolve you. Next up is Mr. Spoink. Spoink is evolving at 25, so we're good here. We have Bounce at 21. We have a Skitty. Pretty sure this is just Moonstone. And as Delcatty, you learn no moves. So I would try to delay until what? Assist is 22. 25 is Hyper Voice. Charm is 32. All these moves are good. I definitely want to keep delaying. Cascoon doesn't learn anything. So I'll get Dustox. It'll be at level, what, 16? So we will get Silver Wind, Sludge Bomb. Alright, so no delays on these guys. Let's just go 22 on everything. Barrier we don't need. Teleport would be good, though. I'll do Mimic. Boing, you can go up. I'll get rid of... I'll keep Snore, actually. For now, until I get rid of it for Bounce. Yeah. 22's fine. We'll get you nice and evolved here, Honey Nut. And get Whirlwind. Skitty will go up. No need for Foresight. Attract is something I don't need present. This is just like ultimate support. I'm purposely keeping Growl for now because I think it's actually going to be solid. Copycat is really good. Sing, I might get rid of Sing. Assist. I don't think I want Assist. And then Dustox. Get Silverwind here. Sludge Bomb and Toxic is at 20, like 5 or something. Okay, perfect. We're in a good spot here. Okay, let me save all this and throw it in the calc. This is my furthest run yet, so I'm feeling good. We have 6 deaths so far. I mean, more than I'd like to have. Definitely more than I'd like to have, but I'm not too upset about it. Let's go calcing time. Okay, Windworks. So you're going to have Drifloon plus Snover versus me to start. I mean, Magby will one-shot Snover, and it will outspeed both of them. Will it outspeed you after a Tailwind? No, it won't. And it also can die to Ominous Wind crit. If I go up 1 level, then I will outspeed you with the Snover. Is it worth it? What other options do I have for, like, just beating Snover? Sludge Bomb from Dustox actually just wrecks it. But you see Air Cutter, and you can just flinch me. Or you just Tailwind and Rock Slide. I can Aerial Ace you, but you have Razor Leaf. Farfetch'd also can Aerial Ace you. From 23 is guaranteed knockout. Ice Shard and Rock Slide, I mean, honestly, really take nothing. And I can Aerial Ace you. Which, I mean, it should bring in Sneasel. I guess depending on what else I have out. But you will get the outspeed on me. Luckily, I can't die to anything. This Farfetch looks really strong. Great encounter. What deals with this Drifloon? Like, nothing looks great into it off the top of my head. What do we have? Skitty can't do anything. Tinted Lens Sludge Bomb does a lot. Mothim. It's also Tinted Lens. Doesn't do near as much. I do have Absorb. Well, Loudred. Loudred can bite. It's 2 KO after hail damage, but you're getting your citrus off. I mean, in that scenario, they would definitely go Sneasel, though. Because it's super effective, and then it has the best matchup. It's the only thing that has super effective on both Pokemon, right? Yeah, I mean, it's the only one with super effective on both. I may need to set up this Abra, actually, to just die. Or just have it be last. Because it seems like a huge threat. Any suggestions? I don't think there's any way I can stop Drifloon. What if I copycat Tailwind? Could I do that? I think I could. I click Copycat turn 1 where I don't bait any kills from Drifblim. What if I... This seems sick. Drifblim uses Tailwind. It's +1 priority. Copycat's also +1 priority, but I'm slower. So I get Tailwind on my side too. So we'll both have Tailwind up for the same time. I bring in Farfetch'd. And I Aerial Ace. I'll be level 23. I will Oko their Snow. They will then bring out Sneasel. Guaranteed. They'll guaranteed bring out Sneasel. And I click... maybe another Copycat? Copycat Aerial Ace into their Sneasel. I don't know if that works. Wish I had quick attack still. But honestly, I can just double slap into their Sneasel. And I can die to Night Slash into Air Crutter. They're both high crit. I will probably die, honestly. Maybe not the best. Maybe it doesn't work. Maybe that line doesn't work. Maybe I just let them get Tailwind up. I mean, I think Farfetch'd has to lead. And I mean, you're just going to Tailwind. As I Aerial Ace at 23. You can't do anything to me. It's guaranteed bring out Sneasel. You can't really do too much to me. Your highest damage is Ice Shard. You may Night Slash. I never die to like a crit or whatever. So I can Brick Break. And I will knock it out. I need something that doesn't bait in Abra at all. I'd like something that baits in Porygon afterwards. So ideally another Ice Weak Pokemon that won't ever die. Oh, man. I guess Rhyhorn? Rhyhorn, I mean, oh, it takes so much from Ominous Wind. Wow. I could have Mr. Mime or Mime Jr. I mean, if I'm baiting Ominous Wind and I can get crit and die. Maybe it's just Loudred then. I think it's honestly probably just Loudred. And then Loudred, I'll be able to attack, I guess, afterwards. So what this would bring out, you get download boost. Yeah. So what I'm thinking is Tailwind turn 1. They let me get KO. Farfetch'd potentially takes some damage. They bring out this. I guess Air Cutter plus this plus an Ice Shard damage can KO me. How does Copycat work in this game? Copycat, just +1 priority. And then Tailwind is +5 priority. So Copycat would always work on that. And it just uses the last... it just uses whatever's last. Because the user to use the last move that was used in battle. Yeah. So I can actually call it. I can call out the Tailwind. That's my favorite line. Is I call out Tailwind. They also don't do a lot to Skitty. I mean, what I also could do is push Skitty to like 25. And at that point, I'm getting, what, Hyper Voice, right? Skitty at 25, I get Hyper Voice, yes. And I'd be a Delcatty. I can push it to 25 for this fight. And just get that. Yeah, and I'd be a Delcatty, so I'd be even bulkier. Let's see if that works. Yeah. Delcatty 25. I always live. Wow. And I would be insanely fast as well. I mean, they'd be able to do nothing to me. I'd have a pretty solid shot at just KOing Abra. Unfortunately, Farfetch does not outspeed. But Sneasel will get outsped. And I will just be able to Hyper Voice plus attack. Obviously, I don't touch you, but you don't touch me either. I actually think this is such a sick line. And the speed doesn't matter because Tailwind is +5 priority. I push this to 25. Get rid of Double Slap and Hyper Void. Get that. We use our Moonstone. We get Delcatty. Yeah, this is so sick, actually. We use that. Plus Farfetched. Oh, this is such a cool line. Yeah, Delcatty plus that. They should always bring in their Sneasel afterwards because it has the best type matchup against my Pokemon after I knock out Snover on turn 1. I also need an extra level on Farfetch'd. I have an extra level there. Sneasel will always die. And I don't even have to worry about crits and stuff. After that, versus Delcatty plus Farfetch'd, they see super effective move on 1. Where's my Delcatty? They do nothing. Wow. If they end up bringing Abra, because they see super effective on 1 as well, then I can just click Hyper Voice into them and potentially pick up the KO. But I probably bring something like a Loudred? No. They'd be clicking Psychic into me. How about I bring Spoink, who always switches into that. They're never clicking Shadow Ball. If I go 24 Spoink, I always live Signal Beam even. Let's bring 24 Spoink. That can always switch into that. And against Porygon, I mean, it's also pretty strong against Porygon. If they bring it out, they're clicking Blizzard for sure to double target. And depending on my HP, I may be able to just KO them from there. It depends on Drifblim or Drifloon. But if not, I can take the Blizzard as I switch into Prinplup. I have any other solid resist for Blizzard. I don't think any other Pokemon on my team resists besides Magby. I think just Prinplup. I'll push to 23 on Prinplup. The only threat is getting frozen. I think I go out with Aspire Berries and I just give one to Delcatty. And if we have Prinplup in front of Porygon, then we end up taking them out. Psychic does 1 billion, and it's always baited. I mean, Aqua Cutter would knock them out, but I can't stay in. I would have to go Spoink as I just beat it with Delcatty. The issue is that I can bait with Drifloon. I bait Ominous Wind, actually. So I could go Loudred, but it doesn't really want to take a Psychic. It can die to Psychic. If I go 24, I have to go 25. I'd have to go 26 to never die. It's not great. What about going Vespiquen? Vespiquen actually eats. Yeah, let's put Vespiquen on the squad for that steering line. Don't need the honey on you. And then the last Mon on here, I don't think Dustox really does anything for me. It's just unfortunately a little bit too slow. Anything that could outspeed Drifloon. I mean, like, honestly, I probably just bring Loudred. I know, like I was just saying, outspeeding it. It doesn't outspeed it. But it does a lot of damage into it and can take... it really can't actually take any attacks. Mime, I mean, honestly takes it really well and then baits Shadow Ball Signal Beam. And baits Ominous Wind. Which I can pivot back into, like, Farfetch'd on. Let's bring Mime. We'll bring Mime. I'm at least going 23 on all these guys. I think this is going to be the line. And if it doesn't work how I expect it to, then we could be screwed here. The line, if I have to throw a little bit, if I'm worried about Ice Move into my Farfetch'd, I just go Prinplup. And it will potentially bait Ominous Wind. But I can go Vespiquen afterwards, since we never bait. I mean, we should always bait Dark-type move, potentially. I think this works. I think this works. Let's import this. Delcatty, blah, blah, blah. We'll put all these guys up here. Drifloon is not going to do anything to me. I mean, they have to Tailwind turn 1 for sure. They don't see any damage. I will copy that, and I will Aerial Ace Oko Snover. They'll bring in Sneasel and threaten attacks on me there. Delcatty will Hyper Voice as I Brick Break, and we'll take them out. They should always go Porygon and click Blizzard. Delcatty will click Hyper Voice, and I will swap out. Delcatty will Hyper Voice again. Is Mothim faster? No, I don't have another Pokemon faster than Abra. Golbat, actually. You know, if I could bring Golbat instead of a Vespiquen. Or instead of Mime. I think I'm going to bring Golbat, because if I can position it to when I get it in on before Abra comes in, then I'm just big chilling. Is this the right play? I already have one Pokemon that switches into Psychic and stuff. I'm going to do this. We're going to keep Vespiquen on the team and drop Mime for Golbat. And Golbat takes about nothing. I guess I do have to worry about Tailwind going back up after their Tailwind is gone in the first place. I suppose that's something, but I can copycat it again. Delcatty could go down here. Delcatty definitely can. I think we're okay here. All right. Let's run it. Hopefully we're fine here. This is a tough battle. Let's get it going. And now if this works as expected, we should be able to get a guaranteed Tailwind up for myself here and KO their Snover turn 1. So we're going to click Copycat with my Delcatty. It's +1 priority. They're always going to click Tailwind, and I'm going to Copycat that. And we're going to Aerial Ace the Snover. It's always an Oko from here. Bro, what? They just Air Cutter. I mean, no Tailwind is fine. Now Sneasel comes in. They always are seeing KO here. I Hyper Voice into the Sneasel as we swap out to Bang on Ice Move. They now Tailwind and Shard. This should be okay. Copycat will give me priority on my attack here. Yes. Yes. Copycat. The last move used was Hyper Voice. Swap into Golbat here. Copycat the Hyper Voice. Sneasel dies. Drifloon uses Ominous Wind. They get the boost. And Abra comes out. They have a Tailwind up. So I'm forced to Hyper Voice. Last move used is actually Ominous Wind. That could be solid. I'm going to pivot out to... I'm going to go Honey Nut here. On potential Psychic Ominous Wind stuff. I get the Ominous Wind off. Drifloon lives and Air Cutters. Honey Nut dies. Okay. This should always bait again. Hyper Voice and swap. They Drifloon. Okay, that works. They're going to knock out my Spoink. I'm going to Hyper Voice again. And click Aurora Beam. Okay, we take out Abra. Take out Drifloon. This did not work at all how I expected. This should always be Tri-Attack. I may lose Golbat here. I don't want to lose Golbat. It's probably just better to lose Delcatty. Does Hyper Voice plus Aqua Cutter knock this guy out? Hyper Voice will do 52. It's a roll. It's a roll. Hyper Voice. Oh, big crit. Beautiful. We lose 2 Pokemon on that because they did not Tailwind turn 1. I really expected them to only ever Tailwind. I don't think these losses were very big, though. That's not a great fight. I was really expecting this to be a good fight for me. Honestly, I was expecting it to work flawlessly, and it just did not. So that's fine, I guess. We kept a lot of important Pokemon alive, though. Not great, though. All right, next trainer, I guess. You are Galactic Squad Deimos. This is not multi. This is just double. It says tag AI. This is not a tag battle, it says. I'm a little bit concerned that they have tag AI and that it looks like 2 people. Like, look at this. It looks like 2 people. And they have tag AI, but it says doubles. Whereas, like, the other ones that are tags, they say multi-battle. I'm going to assume... I don't know if I should assume at all. What does this look like? Is there any way I can find out more information from the docs? Maybe they have updated in here. Gardenia split. It does say just double. Because if this is tag, this is really bad. I'm just going to assume this is double battles. And if this is wrong, I can clause. Because it specifically calls out double. And I'm just going to assume that it's a straight up double battle. And there's no, like, tag on it that says something. I know other ones will say, like, this is back to back. Like, specifically, I'm thinking about Galactic Split. I think. Yeah, down here. Man, this is long. This one has a little tag on it. It says these are fight back to back, blah, blah, blah. And these ones say multi-battle, everything like that. So this is a double battle. And I'm going to treat it that way. Yeah, okay. Smeargle plus Mischievous. The Smeargle is light clay. They're very, very fast. I do have Pokemon that outspeed it, but probably nothing that outspeeds it and KOs. Unless I double into it. Which I could do. What else is faster than that? Magby plus Delcatty, always knock it out with Hyper Voice plus Fire Punch. I can die with Magby getting crit Ominous Wind, and letting them Ominous Wind me is not fun in the first place. I'm curious. I want to see Spiderweb. Both opponents +1 priority. So they're going to do something weird. They have status AI. So in the first turn of the battle, prioritize certain status, setup, and entry hazard moves. I want to see... what exactly this does. Setup flag. I think that's the one it is. No, which one's the status flag? Yeah, this is the setup flag. Okay. So they prioritize with what, 5/8 chance of +2. Boosting status moves, dropping status moves, version, light screen, blah blah blah, condition inducing moves. Okay. So all of these have a random chance to get +2. So this is completely random move. It's not more likely to Dark Void or to Spiderweb or to Light Screen or Reflect. It's not more likely to do anything. What I like here, I mean, obviously Delcatty is great. You know, if I do bait out Ominous Wind, I could do it myself with Copycat, but it's not really going to work out. What does Mothim look like? I can always live. I am slower, though. I can get like a U-turn out to a faster guy afterwards. I'm just a little bit worried about Dark Void in that case. Whereas if I go Magby, I mean, I'm going to have to boost this thing up basically to all the way to cap to make sure I don't die to crit. Besides that, it's only Golbat that I need to do. I guess we're looking at this. Golbat, I need to do 42.2 minimum. I just don't have the attack IVs. Like, I'd have to get up to level 26. And this Pokemon looks like it's just going to be really important in the split. So I don't think that's going to be realistic. Unless you learn any new moves. Golbat, what do you learn? Blah, blah, blah. Steel Wing, Whirlwind, Aerial Ace at 27. So, yeah, nothing here. When do you evolve into Crobat? 48. Wow, that's late. I don't see a great line to just get past the Smeargle every time. And I wonder if them having the Light Clay will make them more likely to use the screens. Man, I'd have to go really high on Farfetch'd. Anything else that's particularly close to outspeeding? No. Like, Mothim would have to be capped. Which is just not happening. So I could go Magby, risk a crit. You know what I also still can do is I can trade for Chestnut, the Slugma. There's not a particular Pokemon in my box that I like need to trade for it. But Macargo here, you know, Macargo probably would have been really good in that last fight too. I could still get Chestnut. Or I could just risk crit here. Okay, if I do happen to do Magby plus Delcatty, do they have any super effective moves on me through the rest of their team? No. No. Yes. So that would always bring in Bagon to Rock Climb. To probably Rock Climb. Which dies Delcatty Hyper Voice. So I'd be able to chain those. And we also know that they may not even Ominous Win. They may just HP fighting into my Delcatty, which should be fine. Also, what I could do is I have Fake Out. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could just Fake Out this Miracle. And then what's going to let me get the KO on it while also threatening this stupid guy? I mean, I could Fake Out plus Wing Attack. No, can't do Loudred. I could go 23 Mothim. We Fake Out plus Leech Life into Smeargle. Then it'll die to Hyper Voice next turn. I'm never dead to Ominous Wind crit. And it's still higher damage than HP fighting, so I'm more likely to bring that over. And I can switch to Farfetch'd potentially afterwards. Because on Mothim, they would bring in Golbat on Mothim. So it has good type matchup. I think it would be Golbat on Mothim. And they'd be clicking Poison Fang. I mean, I do have a Pokemon that easily comes in on anything like that. It also decently walls that Rhyhorn. Or that Bagon. So I know for a fact Delcatty and Rhyhorn are coming to this battle. And I think Mothim is going to be my lead of choice. With Delcatty. You get Bug Bite. Honestly, Bug Bite could be really sick into a lot of things. This Bagon's also Choice Scarf, by the way. So many things have berries. But I don't think so. This should be fine. So 25 Delcatty plus 23 Mothim. I just Fake Out. I Fake Out Smeargle and I click. It would suck if they trace my Cute Charm and Cute Charm me, honestly. That would be terrible. It's not going to happen. I will U-turn. Right? Is there something that I can like super bait with Mischievous? So I'll always go second. What if I go Dustox? I think these are overlapping damage rolls. Yeah. But I think it goes off of highest damage, which would be Psybeam, which I always live. And that would bring in Houndour as well. Houndour is not quite dead to Hyper Voice, unfortunately. But Houndour is super slow. So I could just Silver Wind. Yeah, I just Silver Wind into it. If that's the Pokemon they bring out. If they bring out this guy. Maybe I need to be faster than 46. I could bring in my Golbat, who also baits in Psybeam. And is never done to crit. And should bait out... I guess I should bait out their Choice Scarfmon. Which can never kill. And dies to Hyper Voice. Even after a Choice Scarf, they're slower. So that's actually fine. We'll do... Yeah, well, you turn out to Golbat. I'm going to put Dustox in the party. Am I? It's not even good, actually. I'm going to put Loudred in the party over Farfetch'd here, just to keep that Pokemon safer. Supersonic, no. Honestly, I don't see an issue with this battle. But what I will do... I'll give Delcatty a Chesto. Just to be safe. This should be fine. This is my PB, by the way. I've beaten 3 more battles than last time. It's about to be a couple more. Also, if this is a tag, then this is just crazy. Okay, it doesn't look like it. It looks like it's 2 different people. This should be fine. Yep, this is my PB run so far. Okay, this is always Fake Out into Smeargle and U-turn. I get Icy Winded, which is not expected. This means I can bring in you, though. And I can reset my Delcatty. Delcatty potentially baits in HP Fighting. I think that's the only thing that you can bait in. Yeah, that should be the only thing you can bait in. Mothim never dies, right? Mothim 23 versus Icy Wind. Never died to crit. So I'm going to go Mothim. And then we will Leech Life this Smeargle. I should bait in the Psybeam, but I'll do this. We get Smeargle down. And you Icy Wind again. That's fine. As you bring in Bagon now, this definitely sees kill. Definitely sees kill. On my Golbat here, you don't see kill. I mean, honestly, I think I can freely go out to Delcatty here and threaten a KO afterwards. It is a little bit worrisome. This line did not go how I expected. I did not think they were Icy Winding off the bat there. I don't have a great understanding of the AI still. I'm a little bit... I mean, they do see kill, so they should never target this spot. So I should be free to go Delcatty. They Psybeam, yep, and they Fire Fang. Beautiful. Now you're Scarfed into Fire Fang. Ominous Wind can come out here. I guess it could also be HP fighting. Let me just look into Rhyhorn. I think we're 23. You're 48 HP. At 48, they always see kill with HP fighting. So it should actually always be HP fighting. Should always be HP fighting. If they Ominous Wind to Golbat, how bad is that? 27. I can die to a single crit roll. I'm going to make the play, and then Hyper Voice should knock out the Bagon here. Yep, Bagon dies. That's the HP fighting. Beautiful. Bring in your own Golbat. I mean, I'm faster and everything. They should... Golbat never dies to Hyper Voice. It does die to Hyper Voice plus Wing Attack. It is risking crit on Ominous Wind. I think we kind of have to go for that, though. Hyper Voice, we Wing Attack. Easy. And you HP fighting. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Now my Delcatty's at 41. Delcatty at 41 dies to crit. But also we can knock out the Houndour here. I mean, I could also pivot around. Just this Houndour is pretty strong. Does die to 2 wing attacks. I mean, Delcatty is not needed for this run. I'm just going to Wing Attack and Hyper Voice. Oh, we get the KO. And we level up. And we take Icy Wind. Beautiful. Okay. You probably see kill on both Pokemon here. So I'm going to pivot out to Loudy there. And bang here. You Icy Wind again, that's fine. So now Misdreavus into Loudred. We're 23. HP fighting is going to be your click every time. I mean, it really should be every time. And then I get an Aqua Cutter off with Prinplup. It's not going to KO. But then Golbat should be able to pick up the KO next turn. You do Hidden Power, beautiful. And it crits. We just Wing Attack, we're faster. And that's a clean fight. Let's go. Let's go. That was not an easy fight. But it actually really was not clean at all. But we got through it. All right. One battle away from Mars. Let's look at the next one. Galactic Squad Phobos. It's a double battle starting off with a Duskull, very, very slow, and a Lunatone with a Patea Berry. I mean, they're also incredibly slow. Prinplup versus them. It's not quite get a KO. A Cacnea. I mean, I'm not fast, unfortunately. If I was 24, I would get the KO, but I can't risk anything. What else could Oko? I mean, I don't think Mothim is. Never mind. Mothim gets the KO with U-turn or Leech Life. Which is beautiful. Okay. So that's free. They also have this Duskull. How much does Duskull take to stuff? Absorb does a ton. Absorb definitely does a ton. I could slash them with Mr. Leaked Up. And 1 in 8 times just get the kill. They also just cannot touch Delcatty. That's probably who I switch in on the U-turn is Delcatty. Golbats, Dustox. Dustox Sludge Bomb actually seems fine. I think that would guarantee I bait in the Murkrow next turn, which doesn't quite die to Hyper Voice, but I can fake you out first. I actually like this already. So it's going to be Mothim first, who's eventually U-turning out. We're going to lead with who is taking out the Duskull, or at least annoying it. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. I think Cacnea. I do have to worry about their pursuit, but I should just be able to take them out. Yeah, I actually think Cacnea for sure. At 24, Absorb is a great chance to 2-hit KO, but they do have a Citrus. So it doesn't really matter. Let's go 23. We'll go 23 here. Hey, hon. Yeah, may come in there for a minute. Okay, just give me 1 minute. All right, we're gonna level you up to 23. I'm just gonna finish my line here and then take a little break. So that should work. Against Duskull. I believe I should always... Actually, no. I think this actually baits an Ariados. Is that fine? Because Ariados sees... Oh, it's Quick Claw, too. Quick Claw is fine. How about I make sure I bait in Murkrow? Is there anything I could bring in to make sure I bait in Murkrow? It's the Dustox. It has to be Dustox to bait in Murkrow, which is fine, because I just click Sludge Bomb, Tinted Lens versus this Duskull, and yeah, that's fine. They bring in this guy as I fake out plus Hyper Voice. Then the next Pokemon they see, they don't see any super effective damage. So it would probably be... You won't match up great into Dustox. This is fine, actually. We're gonna lead Dustox instead. We're gonna lead Dustox here. Dustox, I'll give it a level. Whirlwind, we don't need that. I will U-turn, always killing Lunatone turn 1. I'll go out to Delcatty. And then I will just click Sludge Bomb into Duskull. They should always only see super effective hits with Murkrow. And then I'll go Fake Out plus whatever. They cannot really do anything unless they Confuse Ray me. Confuse Ray could be annoying, so I have to give you... I'm assuming we have the berry for that. Person, yes. You give that to Delcatty. Just on the off chance we end up getting confused. They'll bring in that. We'll deal with it. We'll deal with their Pokemon. They will bring out, eventually, Umbreon with King's Rock, everything. And they're just incredibly defensive. I do just kind of beat it with Farfetch'd. I kind of beat both their last Pokemon with Farfetch'd, so we'll bring Farfetch'd here for sure. And also Rhyhorn should be able to clean. Yeah, that should be fine. Rhyhorn does good work. Oh, we're 23 by now. Yeah, you can't do anything to me. You can double kick me, but that's all. That's chillin'. And then I have Golbat in here because it outspeeds stuff and gives me great killing opportunities into a lot of stuff on their team. I think this should work out well. Yeah, this should be good for you. I'm just going to save here. Let me export this to Calc as well. Galactic 2. And we'll just get my line up on here. We still don't have that many encounters, and it's probably going to take a hit after Mars. But we'll be able to get at least another one on the route above, and then turn a forest. And then turn a city in the route to the side of it before Gardenia, at least. We have solid Gardenia encounters anyways. Okay, I will be right back in maybe 5 or so minutes. I'll try to be back. I'll be back at 10:10. How about that? Let me put a text on here. Make this black so you guys can see it. All right, yeah, I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and say goodnight to the fiance, and I will be back. See ya.
Brutal injury, ACL. Down he goes this year. Key leader. And they're missing a lot there. He might be without what you saw.
All right, we are back. Sorry about that. Let's delete this. Okay. We're ready for this double battle. We should be fine. Motham, Oko's Lunatone on turn 1. I use her now to Delcatty. They can't really do anything. They may Helping Hand because they are like status AI. They may Confuse Ray. They may Wisp. None of those really matter. As I go Delcatty, they could also do it into my other slot. Murkrow should always come out afterwards because it has the only super effective move. I guess Umbreon has double kick. Never mind. But Murkrow has a type matchup advantage where Umbreon doesn't. So that should work. Dustox should just be able to Sludge Bomb through stuff. I can fake out into Hyper Voice through the Murkrow as long as I don't just get like super confused and cheesed. I should be good there. Umbreon and Ariados don't really have that much for me. I feel pretty confident into them. So yeah, let's send this. Let's send this. I'm just going to pop a quick save again. Might as well. Alright. Pop in here. Already beat those people. These are the next two. Alright. Let's do it. Duskull plus the Lunatone. I always just U-turn out. I just click Sludge Bomb. U-turn easily gets the Oko. I go Delcatty. We get the Sludge Bomb off. And we get Wisped on Delcatty, which is fine. Murkrow comes in. We get the Fake Out off. I just Sludge Bomb Duskull again. This may die, which would be fine. It does die. Umbreon comes in. Hyper Voice always takes out Murkrow from here. And I mean, honestly, I can just Silver Wind, I believe. Dustox Silver Wind is 50% min. How much is Delcatty doing? A lot, too. And I don't take very much. Yeah, let's Silver Wind. Murkrow dies. Okay, awesome. Just Ariados left here. We get Intimidate. Delcatty from here, I think could die. Dustox is faster, though. They have Quick Claw, so I'm just not going to risk anything. We're going to hard swap out. I'm going to go Golbat here. Right, Golbat is the play. Yeah. I'm just going to Sludge Bomb Ariados. They do end up getting their Quick Claw. But easy game from that. That was super duper easy. They had nothing they could do against me there. And we're to Mars. We are all the way to Mars now. I'm super excited about this. It's definitely scary. And I've pushed my Pokemon like pretty high in levels, especially this Delcatty. But it's been super good here. But yeah, okay. Let's start the calcing for Mars. They're going to lead. Just going to look at it on here as well. Mars double battle. They have Skarmory with Tailwind and Rocks. That is annoying. And they have the Sand. They have Sandvale later. I'm assuming I'll probably want Prinplup in this battle for the Gabite. I want to make sure I never show anything to Purugly. No, Purugly can come in on greatest damage. Unfortunately. And it can come in pretty early. You have what tags? Status. So you want a status on turn 1. That would be Tailwind, or are hazards on here? I don't see hazards. So you're probably getting +2 on hazards. Or on everything but hazards. Expert AI is 50% chance to get +1. So it's going to be 5/8 Tailwind, then whatever half. I mean, it'll still be, yeah, half that time. 3/16 clicking Rocks. And the other times it will be clicking Pluck or Iron Head. Whatever's highest damage. Where do I even start for this prep? This is tough. Let's just look at my box. I don't have great things. Sand is going to be up. They have filter, so something like Magby is doing nothing. Mothim, like, I have Tinted Lens and Nature Power. Still doesn't do much. Like, Delcatty here, I can always, like, fake out and have something else KO their other slot, but then Skarmory's just kind of sitting here forever. It's at the end of the world. It's not. I don't know. How do I knock out? Yeah, I don't have like a 100% knockout on their Hippo ever. This is a really hard fight. Wow. My box is just not prepared for it. Cacnea, I can Needle Arm in this Hippo. Fake out is 23. Yeah, so if I go 24, if I go 24 on Cacnea, then I always knock it out with Needle Arm. I'm a little bit worried about getting plucked, though. It's not very likely to click pluck, because they don't see kill. So it's not going to get +4. So it's really 3/16. What is that? Not good. Not good odds. I should know this. 18%. 18% pluck times the low chance to crit. I could do that. I could do Cacnea. Man. And that'll you know, honestly, I don't even need to. Oh, yes, I do need to fake out because they can Tailwind. Yes, that is why I need to fake out. Okay, if I end up doing that and they Tailwind on turn 1, what do they go into? Solrock has no super effective move for either. Gabite has Fire Fang, so it does have super effective move. They have super effective move and typing. The typing is going to be neutral because I know. The typing is. I need to go consult the AI. It's going to be Gabite or this guy. AI time. I'm going to look at this one. So both Pokemon have super effective move. They'll do the matchup check. So ice versus dragon ground, ice versus dragon ground. Okay. So they'll check flying versus dragon or flying versus grass and ground versus grass. And they'll see that it's going to be a 1 times and a half times, right? I don't know. I don't know. Because if they're sending. I mean, honestly, either of them, I would just need to position Prinplup in. Well, they're Yachi Berry on that. And also, they're Yachi Berry on that. Never mind. They're double Yachis. Anyone gotten here so far? Any tips or anything? This looks impossible, really. And it's doubles, which just makes everything worse. I mean, what I could do... Growl hits both targets, correct? And Moose, Growl. It should hit both targets. So I can just spam Growl with Delcatty. versus basically everything on their team. And that's not a terrible option. Like, whether they bring in, Gabite or whatever, I -1 them. They do nothing to Delcatty. They can Fire Fang me, but I will have Sand Veil. What about this? Also Sand Veil, obviously. But -1 attack. -1 attack, I mean, I can go Prinplup on them. And they're not going to click... they would click Earthquake because they'd be next to Skarmory. They'd be highly likely to do that. I could Aqua Cutter you plus Hyper Voice you, and you die. Gabite, same deal, right? Aqua Cutter or Aurora Beam. I think if I am 24, Prinplup, yes. Okay, that's the plan. Prinplup is here. Cacnea's here. We are gonna go Delcatty at lead. I'm gonna boost both these guys up to 24. Natural Gift is cool. Natural Gift seems really cool. I don't think I'm gonna need Aerial Ace. So I'll keep that. Okay. So the plan right now is to lead with straight up KOing their Hippo on turn 1. And then I guess the issue is that Growl is going to go second. So they're always going to get a kind of nasty hit off on my Prinplup. I can give Oranberry and put me in a better spot. But yeah, you're going to have Tailwind. I guess if you don't have Tailwind up, then it's better for me. Let's go into the berries. Like, the Oranberries are not nearly as good right now. You're going to get an Oranberry. I guess it could get plucked by Skarmory. Getting it plucked by Skarmory would suck. Because they can see pluck on my guy. I guess I was just thinking that they would always Stealth Rock. Like, they would Tailwind and then they would Stealth Rock. But then they can pluck anyways. I mean, I could end up going Rhyhorn on what would be an Earthquake, or what would be like a Fire Fang or an Aerial Ace. Always bait out Earthquake. I mean, I should always bait out Earthquake Iron Head and go like Golbat. I mean, Earthquake Iron Head's gonna hurt. Or I guess it's just gonna be like Iron Head. And it works though. And then I have speed on my side as well. Yeah, I mean, I outspeed both of their Pokemon. Yeah. Or, I also could go Mothim. Because I'm baiting out the Rock Slide and the Fire Fang, which could go back into Rhyhorn on. I'd also bait out Pluck. It's just the Stealth Rocks, right? I'm just going to need plenty of bait. Like, if they Stealth Rock, this puts me in a really bad position. Like, honestly, this feels like it's probably going to be like some variation of these Pokemon. And then Delcatty is just like sitting there, just attacking stuff. They get 2 hit KOs, both these guys. Solrock, I can't do anything against. Perugly is annoying and fake us out and stuff. I also just like spam Growl and stuff too. Spamming Growl is cool. How do I beat Skarmory though? Like, legitimately with this team, I don't have a way to beat Skarmory. It may be that I need to just go get Chestnut. I can't get Chestnut anymore. It's good to know. So my options for beating Skarmory, it's really like bringing out Magby, right? That I'd have to like pretty highly level. It's at 30. Okay, what do you get? You get Thunder Punch at 25. I mean, I'd have to at least go 25. But the idea is that I'm growling you so low that you don't do any damage to my team. Yeah. Rock Throw does nothing. I don't really have a great box for this. I guess Hyper Voice is doing a decent amount to Skarmory. I can beat them that way. I think in this scenario, I don't actually want to give Prinplup that item, the Oranberry. I think I'm going to jack these guys up to 25. Stomp is ground. That's cool. I think I need just a little bit more juice. Yeah. I don't have good lines into Mars here. I know I'm not spending a lot of time in this prep, but I don't have much I can do. I think I mean, the stuff I'm leaving in my box, like maybe Loudred could work on here. I guess Nidorina could also. Could do some work. What is this Lunatone doing to my team? What does it do to Delcatty? Not much. Yeah. This is going to be the team. And I'm just going to try to play around the AI. I don't have a good box for this fight at all. Like, it's absolutely horrendous for this fight specifically. And I think this is the best it's going to get. I guess I could check encounters 205 south. If I fish, I can get Barboach, Carvana, Totodile, Chinchu. Barboach might be helpful. Barboach would have Mud Bomb, Water Pulse stuff. But I wouldn't be able to evolve it. It would not do anything here. We're gonna just ball on Mars. We're gonna have to do this. I don't see any other way around this. We could lose the run here easily, but we're going for it. Wish me luck. All right. Let's go, Mars. Skarmory Hippo. This is always Fake Out plus Needle Arm into Hippo. They do go with their Tailwind. Gligar comes out here. So I do really like the Growl play. And this should be the Flying move plus Pluck. They go for Stealth Rocks and Swords Dance. That's bad. They're going to Earthquake here. Shoot, this is bad. They Earthquake. Delcatty lives. I get a nice little Hyper Voice. I can copycat the Hyper Voice. I copycat the Hyper Voice. They should do something. I'm gonna go Prinplup. They Tailwind. I copycat the Hyper Voice. I copycat their Tailwind. I'm a wipe. This is totally wipe here. I have to go Bail and Leech Life this Gligar. Yeah, Gligar dies. Man, I'm wiping for sure. Leech Life and the Soul Rock's going to do a lot. We may see Iron Head come out here. That would be fine. A Rock Throw. They barely live. Wow. I have to U-turn. And Rock Throw. They Tailwind, that's fine. I'll go Dandy here. Gabite comes out. This should be the Fire move. I think I am going to have to Needle Arm into Gabite. And I'm going to Stomp it as well. They Protect. Shoot. Gotta go here. Wing Attack it. They Iron Head me. This is just super wipe. Wiping to Mars. What happened in that one? Why did Gligar click Swords Dance? Your damage prio 40% of the time. All damaging moves are prioritized over non-damaging moves. So only 40% of the time. And you didn't see any kills with Aerial Ace. I think if I just stayed in there. If I stayed in there and clicked Needle Arm plus Hyper Voice, I had a decent shot to kill them. Yeah, and then I just Sandvale missed with my no, they Tailwinded. And I copycat Tailwind. I didn't think they were going to tailwind there either, but you know, I was never expecting them to SD. I didn't really see that with them being damage prio. I guess. Yeah. What's the sword stance AI? If the HP is full and current attack is under +3, it's 50% to score +2. And then off of that 50%, 40% of the time you're giving all damaging moves +2, and then it's 50-50. That's pretty unlucky. And it's definitely unlucky that the Skarmory clicked Tailwind again when it's also 40% of the time to damage prio. Because if it didn't, then I Hyper Voice, I take out Gligar, and I'm still in a winnable position. Yeah. That sucks. We wiped to Mars. I think that's gonna do it for me for tonight then. And I'll start fresh on Thursday. I'm not gonna stream tomorrow, but I should be able to on Thursday. Yeah, that just sucks. Oh well. I hope you guys did enjoy. I appreciate everyone who tuned in, chatted, did everything like that. And yeah, I will see you guys on Thursday, or if you guys check out my videos every single day. So yeah, I'll see you guys.